Hey Achievers, this is Maya, founder of Healthy High Achievers. Join our global community and create healthier routines to avoid burnout and feel more calm and healthy. Let's get to it. Hey Achievers, welcome back to the podcast. I can't wait to dive into today's topic, how I went from being a messy person to minimalism and simple living. Now, in my blog post, 12 Simple Ways to Declutter Your Home and Your Life Today, I give you very short and sweet tips and journal prompts to start your own decluttering journey. There's also a free decluttering worksheet in there that's part of the resources library of the premium membership. You're super welcome to join, of course, and this will help you decide which area in your life and your home is giving you the most stress and anxiety at this moment, so that you know where to go next on your journey to becoming a healthy and clutter-free high achiever. So this podcast episode is going to be different from the blog post because I'm going to tell you how I went from the most messy person in my household to the reactions I get now of, Maya, your house is so cozy and tidy. Now, believe me, I used to be a very messy person. I would leave stuff hanging around everywhere all the time, and it would drive my mom nuts. Many of you think I'm super structured and organized, but actually, my default mode is messy. Now, on the other hand, I've always needed to have some structure in my life to feel more calm, clear-headed, and happy, which is why step by step, I guess I got more into that minimalistic mindset. Now, it would start with my mom, actually. For years and years, she tried to teach me how to put stuff where it belongs all the time. She'd say, Maya, so if you're going up to your room, take this and that with you. Then at least the stuff would end up in the right room of the house. And then at some point, it could end up where it actually belongs. Books with the other books, cables with the other cables, hairbrush in the bathroom, clothes in the wardrobe. And little bit by little bit, I started to finally execute what she had been trying to teach me for years. And it was a 3-step process. 1, put everything that needs to go into the other room together in a visible spot, somewhere you naturally pass by when you go to that room. Bathroom stuff in one corner, bedroom stuff in the other corner. Step 2, every time you go to that room, you take the pile of stuff with you. If you have no time to put it where it belongs, just putting it into the right room is already a step in the right direction. And step number 3, finally, you put everything in its place and make sure everything has a place. I give more tips about tidying up and using baskets inside drawers in the blog post. Important here as to why I went from messy to minimalistic. Oh, that's a great title. Messy to minimalistic. I went from messy to minimalistic because really my space and everything around me reflects my inner state. When I'm busy and life's a chaos, I'll have a pile of clothes in my bedroom. When I'm structured and feeling on top of things, my house will be tidy and clean. This also works the opposite way. You will feel more calm when your space reflects that state of calmness. So you can either start by tidying up and then you feel good about this and more calm, but mostly what I see in my clients is that they start by decluttering the mind in my program From Clutter to Calm. And then automatically, once they jump into the premium membership, one of their first 3-month goals is decluttering their home. As with many things, you start with yourself, you start from within. So of course, as I mentioned, this still goes both ways. My journey to more simple living started when I moved to Peru with 2 suitcases. I couldn't take all of my clutter with me, right? So I had to choose some clothes to take with me that was truly important to me. I also got inspired by the lack of the need to consume in my Peruvian lifestyle. There are no seasons, so clothes collections don't really change. Most people buy clothes at the market. And so there's no discount madness, right? There's only one shopping madness I see a year, and that's around the time of Christmas. But mostly that's the toy stores to buy gifts for the kids. Now in Belgium, everything's within reach for me. I can buy online, I can go to the main shopping streets, buy crazy colorful small decorations for a couple of euros, and I automatically get into that buying mentality. In Peru, every couple of months, I will go to my favorite decoration store at the mall and make time to just find something colorful, beautiful to take home. I do control myself because beautiful decorations are expensive here. Peruvians don't really invest time in cozying up their house because they mostly live outside of their house. But still, when I moved apartments after 2 years, I was amazed at all the stuff I had accumulated. I had so much to donate and throw away, it was crazy. Mostly papers, receipts, what else? Little flyers from bars and business cards. So then, next phase in my journey, I started giving everything its fixed place. I used little tea boxes for my pens or loose money, shoe boxes for cables or tools. Until a couple of months ago, I had a Canadian roomie who, in my eyes, was the queen of decluttering. She bought beautiful little baskets and reorganized my closet in the living room. She, like, shoe boxes gone, she put them away, beautiful boxes in, right? I have this big piece of aloe vera that I used to put on my skin or detoxify my gut. And it was sitting in some water in a plastic container from my previous like dishwasher product. My roommate took a colorful glass bowl that I bought and put the aloe vera in it. And I was amazed. I was looking at it and I was like, of course, my aloe vera deserves to have a beautiful home. And then my roommate looked around and said, I think your essential oils deserve a colorful box. I looked at it and laughed. I'll show it to you. I have it right here. For those who are listening to the podcast, I'm showing it on the YouTube version. Well, my essential oils are still folded in a plastic bag with this plastic protective thing that has like the air inside that you can pop and play with. And it has the exact same vacuum safe package that I traveled with from Belgium. So she is so right. My essential oils deserve a beautiful box. And that's my next project. So as you can see, it's a journey. You'll pick one area, declutter it, and then a couple of months will go by without decluttering, and then another area calls for your attention, or you get a great idea, or a friend gives you inspiration, or you see something in another person's house or in a movie. It will all unfold with time. As long as you turn on that decluttering mindset, and on the Healthy High Achievers platform, by the way, I have recorded a meditation to get into a decluttering mindset. So you can do that one. It's 7 minutes, 8 minutes, I think. And it's also on my Insight Timer account. So I'll put it in the show notes. Now, your brain will constantly look for new ways to live a more minimalistic, simple life so you can feel more mental calmness if you turn on that decluttering mindset. Now, right now, I've created a new habit of tidying up during my work breaks. I put an alarm when I'm working to take a 5-minute break. And during those 5 minutes, and this is, by the way, number 1 in the blog post of the 12 simple ways, I put on my favorite music and I put things where they belong. Or I wash the dishes, I hang up some clothes. It's a great way for me to do something physical, to give my brain a break from focusing and get rid of that feeling of, oh, I need to plan a moment to tidy up. I just do it in tiny bits. And when you time how long it takes to fold your clothes or wash the dishes, and this is one of the tips as well I gave you in my blog post, you'll see it doesn't take as long as you think. Something you didn't like doing, it feels like it takes ages to get it done. But you can prove yourself wrong and just take 5 minutes or even 1 minute and tidy up. And then after a while, your brain will realize, okay, this chore is not as big as I thought. So just let's get to it. As for my wardrobe, almost 2 years ago, I did the challenge to declutter your wardrobe called Project 333 from Be More with Less. I bought the book and got started. It takes you through the whole process of selecting the clothes that you want to use and you can use easily or combine easily so that you have a wardrobe of 33, oops, sorry, that's an update here. 33 pieces of clothing, including shoes. All of a sudden, there's a notification and there's a phone call while I put all my Wi-Fi stuff off. Anyway, that's life. Life always keeps happening. So you make a combination of clothes that you can combine easily so that you can have a wardrobe of 33 pieces of clothing, including shoes and backpacks and scarves that you'll use for the coming 3 months. So 33 pieces for 3 months. Not easy at first, but it gave me so much more mental space. I still use some version of Project 333 right now, but with a little bit more flexibility for me, for myself, more pieces of clothing, but everything still combines easily with everything. I love wearing everything I have. I know exactly what I have. And when I buy something new, I make sure it fits into my capsule closet. Also, I hang everything on a rack. Only my jeans, my underwear, and pajamas are folded in some drawers. Everything else is hanging on that rack, and it makes it tidying up my clothes so much easier and faster. Let's see. That's about my journey with decluttering. If you want to know about anything else, something you heard in this episode or something you read in the blog post, just shoot me a message or post a comment with your question, and I'll tell you what my system is or what tips I could have for you. Something I still need to organize better are, for example, my photos in my iCloud. I try to put them all in folders, but I can't keep up with that system. So they keep piling up. So if anyone has a good system, please do let me know in the comments and let's all help each other to live a more simple and minimalistic life. And with that, Achievers, thank you for listening. Please do share this episode with your friends so we can expand our network of healthy high achievers and get even more inspiration for how we can create more calmness and structure in this fastly changing world. Don't forget, there are 12 simple ways to declutter your home and your life in the blog post in the show notes below. And there's a decluttering worksheet for you to get started with. Okay, Achievers, thank you so much and see you on the platform. Dear Achievers, I hope you liked this episode. If you did, please subscribe and share with your friends, anyone who needs to hear this. You're super welcome to join us at healthyhighachievers.community as well. See you there.